Hi folks, I'm Tom from Cocker and Carr Estate Agents. This is the Sheffield property market update for April, specifically looking at the postcodes S10, S11 as well. If you are wanting any information on any of the postcodes, then feel free to get in contact. My mobile number and email address will be at the end. So let's get into it. It's an interesting market at the moment. What we're looking at is comparing April. This is April's data, comparing it mainly probably to the 6-year average. And we can see that there is confidence in the market. People are putting their properties for sale. We can see increase in new listings coming on. And then also the number of properties for sale is dramatically higher than the 6-year average. So overall, there are people that are looking to move. But the main thing you can see from this is that buyers have got a hell of a lot of choice. Even in postcodes S10 and S11, which are kind of historically quite fast-paced, things don't hang around forever on that market, but there is a lot of choice for buyers out there. So kind of there's plenty of people being confident that they are going to sell. When we look at the sales agreed figure, it's a slightly different story. Is that, even just looking at 2023 and 2024, we've sold the same number of properties, despite there being far more properties on the market this year compared to last year. So that kind of ties in with the next bit of data, where we're looking at price reductions, fall throughs and withdrawals. So as you can see there straight away, look at the price reductions. Price reductions compared to the 6-year average is dramatically higher. So this is probably a combination of estate agents overpricing and vendors being unrealistic on what they're hoping to achieve. So that's where we're seeing nearly double the price reductions compared to the 6-year average. And this is the bit, is buyers now, they do want to buy, but they need to see value in the property they're buying. This doesn't necessarily mean it needs to be cheap. It's just if you've got a property that's, say, 30 grand, 40 grand more than another property on the street, can they see what they're getting either in the size of the property or the standard? Because if they can't see why it's more expensive, then they simply won't be interested in. So that's why we're seeing more price reductions, agents getting it wrong in the first place. Either sometimes honest mistakes happen going on at the wrong price, and then there are some agents out there that are overpricing, knowingly doing this, because they'll also try and tie a client into a contract, kind of 12, 16, 20-week contracts, and then they'll reduce it until it gets down to the right price. Withdrawals are lower. This is probably showing that people do want to move. So instead of, if it doesn't achieve the price or they don't get interested, they're more intrigued, more inclined to reduce the price rather than withdraw. So that's where people do want to sell. But again, the fall throughs is probably looking at the buyers. So sales can fall through for many reasons. But essentially, if the deal is not right, buyers aren't afraid to walk away. That might be anything to do with the legals, the survey. And again, that's because maybe they're looking at the market and thinking, actually, there are other properties out there that we can buy. So again, it does come back to that. Might sound like a broken record, but you've got to make sure that you're showing good value for money when you're advertising a property. And that's not just asking price, that is marketing photos. You can have the property on at the right price, but if you've got crap photos, no floor plan, no video, then it will significantly impact the number of viewings that you get, and if you achieve a good price as well. The knock-on effect when you reduce your asking price, this is from Rightmove, they say to us that reduced properties are 20% less likely to sell. I think when you go on the market, you want that certainty that you are going to move. There's a lot of work that goes into getting a house ready for photos. If all of that's for nothing, it's deeply frustrating. So, and then the other bit is reduced properties take 2.5 times longer to sell. Generally, in estate agency, my kind of view is that the best prices are achieved around the 3 to 4 week mark after the property's gone on the market. If you aren't an offer after 6 weeks, then that's probably the market telling you that the asking price or that your expectations are too high. So again, that's what comes down to making sure that your asking price is correct. The current percentage of asking price achieved is 97.71%, whereas the way our strategy is, every property that we put on really is with the aim of making it look like fantastic value, with the asking price, with the photography that we provide, with the videography that we provide. And that's kind of, you can see from the results. So that's from the properties that have exchanged contracts in April. We're just under 4.5% above the asking price. So a significant difference. And that's after surveys, that's after mortgage valuations, anything, other bits that can impact what your sale price is. And that kind of, like I said earlier, if you want to look at, if you're on the market and you're making sure that your marketing is right, just make sure that you have got a floor plan. You get 12% more leads, and also a video or virtual tour. Usually on whole, on average, you're getting 6% more leads. If you are on the market and you want me to have a look, take a look at your marketing that your current agent's giving you, please feel free to send me over a link to your property. Happy to give free advice, even if you want to stay with that agent. I'm more than happy to give any advice where I can. And then also, obviously, if you're thinking of moving this year, then please get in contact. My contact details are here. Feel free to drop me a WhatsApp, send me an email, give me a call, however we can help. Thanks a lot.